Christmas is once again upon us, and of course the weather could have a really big impact on both Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. Let's talk about what's in store for Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. Temperatures as it stands right now are trending to be on the warmer end of the spectrum. As a matter of fact, it looks like temperatures could be 10 or 12 degrees above where we should be as we get ready to close out the month of December, and as a matter of fact, as we get ready to close out another calendar year. Now that seems like a little bit of good news, but at the same time, there is a little bit of bad news in the forecast as well. There is a little bit of rain in the forecast, both Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, but as it stands right now, it looks like Christmas Eve could and probably will be dry. Models have maintained a level of consistency over the last couple of days in keeping at least Christmas Eve dry. Still holding on to the opportunity for a little bit of rain on Christmas Day. Now, it's still a bit too early in the forecast to give any real specifics as far as the timing is concerned on Christmas Day, but if I had to give you some sort of generalized time frame as far as rain on Christmas Day is concerned, I would probably tell you the later part of the afternoon or early into the evening. But again, it looks like Christmas Eve is going to be dry, and then even right now, it looks like a good chunk of Christmas Day could be dry as well, which is fantastic news. But you need to understand that a little bit of rain is in the forecast. Let's add a little more detail to this Christmas forecast, shall we? I want to give you some numbers so you can really understand just how warm it is actually going to be this Christmas. 58 degrees on Christmas Eve. That after starting the day right around 35. We do get a mix of sunshine and cloud cover, and then more cloud cover as we head into your Christmas Day, of course, coming with that opportunity for a little bit of rain. But we start Christmas Day on the warmer end of the spectrum. I know there's a couple of services on Christmas Day. Most folks probably go to service on Christmas Eve, but if you're going to be venturing out early for service on Christmas Day, it's going to be somewhat warm when you consider the fact that it's Christmas morning, right? 43 degrees, 59 degrees for Christmas Day. Let's go back a couple of years, shall we? Remember when it was incredibly cold for Christmas? Christmas Eve, 2022. The official high temperature at the Huntsville International Airport was 27 degrees. This was that period of a couple of days, like the 22nd, 23rd, and 24th back in 2022, that it was actually so cold across the Tennessee Valley that they issued rolling blackouts for many municipalities across North Alabama, southern Middle Tennessee. The low temperature at the Huntsville International Airport on Christmas Eve in 2022 was just 9 degrees. Now, we would see these numbers rise a little bit for Christmas Day. I think the high temperature on Christmas Day in 2022 was right around 32 or 33 degrees. Definitely one of the coolest Christmases we had seen in recent history. Speaking of historical Christmases, let's talk about those. Talk about the hottest Christmas. That was 77 degrees in 2016. Can you believe that? 77 degrees on Christmas in 2016. The coldest, 15 degrees. This one actually not all that long ago. 15 degrees on Christmas in 1983. The wettest Christmas we saw. We are not going to be this wet this year. If we get a little bit of rain, it's going to be just that, a little bit of rain. The wettest Christmas, 5.34 inches of rain on Christmas in 2015. The snowiest Christmas. That doesn't happen a lot across the Tennessee Valley, but we have had snow on Christmas Day. Got to go all the way back to 2010. The Huntsville International Airport picked up 2.5 inches of snow. As a matter of fact, that was the last time we had a white Christmas across the Tennessee Valley, was 2010, where 2.5 inches of snow fell. Now, there have been other miscellaneous years where trace amounts of snow were recorded across the Tennessee Valley. What is a trace amount of snow? Well, it's just simply a little bit of snow fell through the air, and that was registered on the almanac. Now, I got an email from a viewer the other day. I showed this graphic once before, and they said, I believe you forgot a year, 1989. And in fact, I did. I went back and looked at the records. Christmas, 1989, brought 0.3 of an inch of snow to the Tennessee Valley. Now, historically, it is somewhat rare to actually get a white Christmas on any given year. There's about a 0 to 10% chance that we're actually going to get a white Christmas. You got to head to the upper Midwest or the Pacific Northwest before you're essentially guaranteed a white Christmas. Or if you'd like another option, you could head to the Northeast, the far Northeast, before you are essentially guaranteed a white Christmas. But here across the Tennessee Valley, yeah, that chance is incredibly low. Now, let's look at a current snow and ice coverage map across the continental United States. And this is as of about 4:15 p.m. on Friday afternoon. As it stands right now, if nothing were to change, very few of us are actually going to get a white Christmas. The folks across the upper Midwest, they're going to get a white Christmas. And then the higher elevations of the Northwest are going to get a white Christmas. Washington, down into Oregon, even portions of California, a good chunk of Idaho could get a white Christmas. But the vast majority of the United States, as it stands right now, is not going to be talking about a white Christmas. And then, of course, the far Northeast, I mentioned that's about a guarantee. Those folks currently have a little bit of snow on the ground, so they would also get a white Christmas. And this is, of course, assuming nothing is going to change. I want to talk about when we at least get an inch of snow across the Tennessee Valley, because on average, we do normally get at least a little bit of snow. On average, our first inch of snow comes to the Huntsville International Airport on January 15th. Now, it has happened earlier. Remember, it was like January 2nd or something like that. I believe that was back in 2022 when we got right around 3 inches of snow. The earliest we have ever seen an inch of snow in a winter season, November 22nd, 1929. The latest we have ever seen snow, March 19th, 1934. We picked up an inch of snow. Now, I want to conclude this by asking you to send me photos of your Christmas decorations. Why? Well, because I just really want to see your Christmas decorations. I really enjoy looking at Christmas decorations, and I would love to see yours. You've probably taken pictures of your Christmas decorations, so please text them to me. It's that easy, 256-382-2692. Please send me photos of your Christmas decorations. I might try and even post a couple of my favorites on my Facebook. You can head over and like my Facebook page if you'd really like. I'd greatly appreciate that. You can just type into Facebook, Chief Meteorologist Jordan Dressman. I hope everyone has a very safe and Merry Christmas.